if that happened. Uh, that would just be amazing because I'm sick of Frozen. Uh, and let's see, Hotel Transylvania 2. I love the first Hotel Transylvania. I absolutely love it. And at the end, honestly, I was not expecting them to make a sequel. I was not expecting a sequel to come out of it because I figured, what more can they do with this? What more can they do? What more can they do with this? And it goes the exact direction I was hoping it would go. Hotel Transylvania does everything I was hoping to see. It hits all the notes I wanted to hear. It delivers everything I wanted delivered. It gives character development to characters that were very minor in the first film. It builds on the first one and it completely surpasses it. Hotel Transylvania 2, definitely one of the best sequels I've seen in many years. Um, and number 5, you guys are gonna hate me. Star Wars Episode 7. Now wait! Don't click out! Don't click out! Just let me explain. The reason why it's at number 5 instead of higher is because it's basically repeat. The movie is on repeat. It's repeating the events of the original trilogy. And I'm sure you've heard other people say that. But literally, what's the story? The story is about a droid with top secret information that a rebellion force needs, and an evil empire is also after the information. The droid finds himself on a backwater desert planet where he comes across a young person who's strong with the Force, and together with that young person and a rogue smuggler, they have to work together. They have to work together to find the rebellion force and save a planet from being blown up by a giant round-shaped death weapon, and protect everyone from a dark overlord who wears all black. Hello? That's Star Wars. That's the original Star Wars. Like, so many scenes from Episode 7 get taken right out of the original trilogy. So many. And the whole thing just seemed on a repeat. Like, it was great. It was great. I loved it, but because it was on repeat, it stopped it from being fantastic. It stopped it from being incredible. But on the bright side, now that they have copied freaking everything from the original trilogy, there's nothing left to copy, pretty much. Episode 8 is going to be the start of all that original stuff. It's going to pretty much deliver to me what I was hoping I was going to get with Episode 7. I'm going to get to see all this new stuff that I haven't already seen before. And so, yeah, I have high hopes for Episode 8. Basically, Episode 7 was just Disney's way of saying, hey, this is just like the original Star Wars. This is just like the Star Wars you knew and loved. Watch this. Because once they got us hooked on Episode 7, they know we're going to come back to watch Episode 8. So they have to have this be on repeat, essentially. Like, this is their way of getting us hooked in so that we'll come back and watch all the new original stuff that is going to go down in Episode 8 and beyond. So, yeah, that's why it's number 5. Number 4, oh god, you're going to hate me even more. Crumpets. This movie is a terrible movie. It is a god-awful film. Um, it's not acted well. The CG is crap. The dialogue is stupid. The characters are stupid. Uh, the scares, lack thereof, are stupid. Uh, it's just an all around stupid and bad movie. So why is it in number four? Why did it beat Star Wars? Because it's so bad, it's actually good. Yes, it is one of those movies where it's so bad it actually ends up being entertaining to watch. It's one of I loved sitting through this film. I had so much fun sitting through this film and just tearing this movie apart. Oh, pointing out every little single solitary mistake that the movie had. It was so much fun. I had so much fun. Uh and I'll end up making another video at some point talking about Crumpets in more detail, probably when it comes out on DVD. Um, but yeah, it was just so bad that I had so much fun just completely tearing it apart in the theater. Um, and yeah, number four. It's number four. Just one of those movies where it I had more fun with it than I did with, say, Star Wars. And that's honestly what I'm looking for when I'm thinking about my favorite movies of 2015. I'm thinking about which ones did I have the most fun with, which ones were the most entertaining to watch. And as bad as Crumpets is, it was very entertaining to watch that piece of shit. So yeah, number four. And moving on to number three, Jurassic World. Everyone knew this had to be this had to be in the top three. Everyone knew that Jurassic World was going to be in the top three because it's one of the best films of the year, if not the best film of the year. Is it my favorite? No. It's amazing. I love Jurassic World. There are a few things wrong with it as nostalgia critic and how it should have ended and cinema sins can point out, and honest trailers. They can point all this stuff out. They can show you exactly what's wrong. They can show you exactly what's wrong with this film. And yeah, they're right. They're right. That stuff is problematic for the movie, but I still loved it. I still enjoyed it. I had so much fun there, and in that climax, that big climax with the T-Rex and the Indominus Rex just fighting, I was just standing. I was cheering. Go! I was freaking out. I was just I was so into it. I had a blast. And yeah, that's number three. So what could be better? What could be better than that? How about a movie that not just allows you to have a ton of fun, but completely restores your faith in a franchise that you thought was dead for good? SpongeBob, Sponge Out of Water. Yes, it's at number two. SpongeBob went through quite a lot. I was a fan. I was a fan of the show when I was a kid. I remember when the pilot episode first came on. I was there sitting at the TV watching the pilot episode, first time it ever came on, and I loved it. I watched all the way up to season 4, and then I started watching season 5. Ended up getting through season 5, and like at the end I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done with this. And I never watched season 6 to 8. Which is when he just stopped being entertaining altogether, because it didn't have the original writer anymore. The original writer left after season 4 and had like finished half of season 5. So half of season 5 was good and the other half was crap. And by the time they got to season 6, every episode past that point was going to be crap. Um, but this movie, it not only made me feel like a kid again, but it made me actually want to go back and watch some of those old episodes. It was nostalgic. It restored my faith in the franchise. It gave me hope that SpongeBob could bounce back, that he could actually be entertaining again. And that was very impressive. That was a miracle in and of itself. Because for a long time, I thought SpongeBob was just dead. He was dead to me. But this movie completely revived him. And yeah, it was a great movie. I had a ton of fun watching it. I felt like I was a kid again. Um, but that's number 2. Number 1 is it's number 1 just because it's the most entertaining film I've seen in a long time. Last movie I had this much fun watching was Deathly Hallows Part 2 back in 2012. So it's been quite a few years. This movie is Goosebumps, my number 1 pick. What can I say? It's Goosebumps. I loved the show. I loved the books. Jack Black is hilarious. And just this movie, it references like all of the Goosebumps. Like there are so many Goosebumps references that are constantly flying across the screen. Literally, a lot of them literally fly across the screen. And I loved seeing all this. I loved seeing all these references. I loved seeing all of these monsters again that I hadn't seen since the show ended. It was so nostalgic, and I had such a fun time, and it made me smile so much. And does it have problems? Of course. What movie doesn't? All movies have their fair share of problems. The one major problem I have with it is having to do with the female love interest. Uh, let's just say, yeah, I remember when I had uh, one of those when I was a kid, and yeah, just you'll get it if you see. You'll get it if you see it. It's just it's pretty stupid. It's pretty stupid and silly at the end. Um, and yeah, but it's still a good movie. I still very much enjoy it. And yeah, my number 1 favorite film of 2015. So thank you guys so much for watching. Wow, we are at the 29-minute mark at this point. Wow. This is a really long episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, let me know what your favorite movies were for 2015, and also what movies you're looking forward to in 2016. Um, personally, I'm looking forward to Zoolander, Finding Dory, Kung Fu Panda 3, obviously the Marvel movies and the DC movies, um, and the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and Ratchet and Clank. But what movies are you looking forward to? If there's any I didn't name off that you're looking forward to, let me know. Let me know. I might go see. I might go see them, and who knows? They might end up on my list of top 16 favorite 2016 movies next year. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, take care everyone.